Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Taylor and it has been almost 1 year since I posted a video to my YouTube channel. I wanted to take a minute today to make a quick video to bring everybody up to speed on what I've been up to for the past almost 1 year. I think I posted a video last April of 2020. As we all know, 2020 was a crazy year for the entire world, including myself, and I wanted to just bring everybody up to speed and thank you guys so much for hanging in there, watching the videos and subscribing. We're up to almost 11,000 subscribers as I'm filming this video. So as everybody knows, 2020 was somewhat of a nightmare for the entire world. Economic shutdowns, quarantines, lockdowns, really a dramatic year. And fortunately, I had a pretty good year actually. January started out great. I got married on January 11th. Got a wedding ring on, which was a big adjustment wearing that and working on cars. But that started out great, and then things kind of got ugly, you know, February, March with the shutdowns. And literally right at the beginning of March, we just had the wedding. We had all these wedding gifts and stuff, and I decided we need a bigger house. So I decided to list my old house, actually made an offer on a house, and then was able to sell my house a week later, or at least get it under contract, and then the closings took place in April, and that was an absolute roller coaster ride. It was really hectic trying to sell and purchase a house in the middle of the onset of the pandemic. People were being laid off left and right. Fortunately, the person that bought my house still had a job. I, am self-employed, so I kind of always have a job, or maybe never have a job, depending on how you look at it. So to make a long story short, got married, moved, and the rest of the year I kind of just enjoyed spending time with my family, going on bike rides. My daughter's, she turned a year old last May of 2020, walking, talking up a storm. We were going out on bike rides and just kind of enjoyed the year with my family. I didn't really work on my own cars at all for most of last year. So I own a small car dealership, and so I'm always working on cars up there to make a living. And when I came home, I just kind of wanted to spend my free time with my family, and I didn't want to put out videos that I wasn't passionate about or didn't care about, doing little insignificant stuff. So I'm finally gearing up to make some videos again, and I'm going to take you guys through this whole new layout that I've got in the new house. So this is my new garage at my house. This is a 1,295 square foot attached garage to the house. So this is not a separate freestanding shop. This is actually the garage that you walk into from out of the house. So I've got, as you can see, really high ceilings. There's a 12-foot ceiling on this side where I've got the lift. You see the Jag up there. All of this, obviously homemade looking stuff was in here. When I moved in, I decided to keep it because I have a lot of junk, as you would imagine, with all these different cars. So I've got storage there. I did have to have this side of the garage sheetrocked, mudded and taped, and then I paid somebody to come in and spray this whole garage gloss white. And then a buddy of mine and I installed all of these LED commercial lights. So you can see a lot of space here, a lot of light, good for making videos, just good for visibility working on cars. So I've really enjoyed kind of dialing in my dream garage here. This is basically a, I would call it a 5-car garage. You could probably squeeze more in if you got desperate. You can see there's a lot of room to walk between everything in here. So an easy 5 cars, you could probably squeeze 6 on the floor if you crammed them. And then obviously I've got the lift, so I'll be able to fit 6 in here, no problem. Got my bikes and all this other stuff set up. And I'm really gearing up for, pumping out some more videos again now that I'm kind of back in working on my own car mode. So now that you guys have seen the new garage, which I'm really excited about, this is like a dream come true for me to find a house with a garage like this. You usually never see something with an attached garage like this. You usually need a lot that's, allows for a separate shop or something like that. So this was really like a dream come true as far as having all this space to work on stuff, store stuff. Nothing has to sit outside other than my truck. And it's really been fun to dial this place in. But I'll take this opportunity to kind of do a refresh on all the cars and just a kind of a little update on where everything is. So as some of you may know, this is my 1970 El Camino. This was my first car that my dad and I purchased together when I was 12 years old, about a month before my 13th birthday. Still have it. I did a lot of work to this car in previous videos. You explore my channel, you can see there's a whole playlist on this car of building an engine for it. Back in 2019, I was pretty active working on this car, 468 big block Chevy. See the trickle charger hooked up, so all this stuff sitting for winter. But this car really has not progressed much in the last year and a half. I got it running and driving in the summer of 2019, right around the time my daughter was born, and so I didn't have like a whole lot of extra time to finish working on this car. Still needs, it runs and drives, still needs some buttoning up with the 4L80E automatic overdrive transmission. Electronically controlled, so I'm working out some gremlins with that. But I did actually take this car to a car show in June. It's called the Coeur d'Alene Car Show here in Coeur d'Alene, and I signed up for the Young Builders category. You can see here they did a little thing on the paper. I was 24 at the time when I put it in, and so they did a little write-up about my car, picture of it in the local paper, then ended up actually winning that car show. So I got the 2019 Best Young Builder Award, kind of a cool little steering wheel trophy thing that I keep in my office. I brought it out here just to show you guys. So that was kind of like the last big thing that car did, was that car show. Haven't made it to the drag strip in it yet. Haven't really done a whole lot other than look at it parked. But anyways, moving on. The Jag is up here. I put some videos out in early 2020 about the Jag. I have a parts car, which is still up at the other shop. And basically, I have not done anything with this car, and I have not wanted to do anything with it because I really wanted to capture it on video and document this car coming back to life. Runs and drives. I drove it here from the other shop, but I really just need to get focused. Us car people are always shopping for cars and kind of all over the place, and you'll see more later in this video. But anyways, it's here. It's ready to be worked on. I got to rob parts off the other car, but that's something that is for sure going to come together in 2021 here. Coming over to the Z06, I know a lot of you on this channel are probably interested in this car. It is still exactly as it was in the last video I posted. That was, in April of 2020. That was the last video I put up of the car. I think the battery died, so the door's not going to open. But I put a Hurst short throw shifter in the car, and basically have not done much with that either. I will say that this project has gotten completely out of hand. This car deserves a whole other separate video to bring everybody who's interested in the Corvette up to speed on what's going on with that car. I'll just give you a little hint. All of that stuff on the workbench over there is Corvette related. Well, these are some fuel filters for my truck that I need to do. Everything else there is all Corvette stuff. I'm waiting on a couple more parts. I'm not even gonna get into it in this video, but you guys are gonna be pretty pumped up when you hear what's gonna happen with that car. So moving on, got the El Camino, Jag, and Corvette covered. This car is something that I bought completely impulse last year. If you saw, I posted a video in February. I bought the cheapest SL65 AMG in the USA. It's been over a year since I purchased that car and posted that video, and it's looking like that may have been the cheapest SL65 that ran and drove in the world. People commenting from Norway, Germany, talking about how they just could not believe that that car was that cheap. And anyway, long story short, I sold that car. That deserves another video. I've got some film from that from earlier last year where I sold the car and when it was all loaded up. And I loved that car so much, I really had a hard time selling it because I was in it such a good price, and I just thought, man, I'm never going to replace that car for that price, And I was kind of like brokenhearted about it when the car left, and I was just like for a few months thinking, man, like I'm just never gonna have a car like that one again for 11 grand. And then this popped up on the Sacramento, California Craigslist. This is a 2006 SL65 AMG. It's alabaster white over a graphite Napa leather interior. I actually bought this car from the original owners. They bought it brand new, special ordered it in 05, took delivery in late 05. The owner was an absolute Mercedes fanatic, very wealthy people. I'm not gonna talk about who they were or what they did, but this guy was a collector of Mercedes, and he really loved his AMG cars. The only reason he sold it is because he bought a brand new SL63 back, the last year they made the V12. So I was able to pick this car up from them. This is an absolutely beautiful car. It's one of my favorite cars I've ever owned. Full retractable hardtop, panoramic roof, absolutely beautiful car. The original window stickers in the glove box. I have every original service record from the car since new. Only ever serviced at Mercedes-Benz dealerships in Northern California. And I picked this car up for $18,500, which it had 90,000 miles on it when I bought it. I think it has 92.5 on it or something now. But this thing is just incredible. Such a fast, smooth, unique car that you just don't see every day, and it's so depreciated that you just can't help but pick one of these things up if you don't mind doing a little work yourself. We have like an international cold front hitting. It's like 10 degrees outside, and so these poor cars, this car's dead. I noticed the battery was getting weak in that, so I just hooked up another trickle charger. Should probably rotate the El Camino to the charger from the El Camino to the Corvette. Anyways, this guy, just a cool thing worth mentioning, at the same time that he owned this car, he ordered this new in 05. In 09, he took delivery of an SLR McLaren. This car sat in the garage beside an SLR McLaren at one point, which is very cool. Just a total Mercedes AMG guy. So as you can see here, I'm kind of all over the map. I've got 2 Chevys, a Jag, Mercedes. I still have the Ford F450. I'm not gonna bother showing that right now because anybody that's seen that knows what that is. But I am a few days out from going and picking up one more car, which is like a dream car of mine, and then I promise you I'm not buying a single thing until I finish my other projects. Like I said, us car guys are always shopping, always on the internet, and hopefully this next car I buy is like the car that keeps me from shopping for cars forever, or until something else comes up. Obviously I'm shopping for cars all the time for my business, but this, I'm talking personal stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is like a brief, up to speed type of deal with where I've been at and why, and yada, yada, yada. So I hope you enjoyed the update on these cars. And then basically the next video you're gonna see is taking a trip to go pick up this next car, which you'll figure out what that is in that next video. So anyways, I appreciate all of the comments, likes, subscriptions. We're up to, like I said, almost 11,000, which is just insane to me. I'm just a normal, everyday guy that's picked up a camera one day. So it's just really exciting, and I'm looking forward to pumping out some content, and I promise you that subscription that you have is going to be worthwhile this year with all the videos that are coming. As always, guys, I appreciate you for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.